Howdy folks, my name is ReadyApco and welcome to part number 5 of Let's Play Pokemon LeafGreen. In the last part we finally made it through Mount Moon and emerged here on Route 4. Now that we have made it to Route 4, we had no interpart information to go over, so we're going to continue onward on our adventure. But first off, we've got 2 karate men that we've got to deal with here, talk to, but these indeed are not Pokemon trainers, as you might expect. A kick of brutal ferocity, packed with destructive power. When you get right down to it, Mega Kick is the ultimate attack. Don't you agree? Okay, I'll teach it to your Pokemon. So, this gentleman on the right here gives us the opportunity to learn Mega Kick. You'll come crawling back when you realize the value of Mega Kick. And the gentleman on the left, a punch of roaring ferocity, packed with destructive power. When the chips are down, Mega Punch is the ultimate attack. You agree, yes? Now, let me teach it to your Pokemon. You'll be back when you understand the worth of Mega Punch. As a matter of fact, I don't think that I am going to be returning for either of those moves. Mega Punch and Mega Kick are both normal type moves with a pretty high power for this early in the game. As a matter of fact, if you're going to use any normal type team members, then I recommend that you stick that on one of them, and in particular, I think that I would prefer Mega Punch. It has slightly less power for higher accuracy, whereas Mega Kick has much higher power, but lower accuracy to make up for it. And right here, now that we've encountered some grass, we have 2 new Pokemon available to us. And unfortunately, that Pokemon that we encountered there was not the new Pokemon that is available to us, and I suppose it's not necessarily true to say that we have 2 new Pokemon available, as it is the first instance that we have encountered of the actual version of the game that you are playing, determining which Pokemon are available to you. In other words, type-exclusive Pokemon. Or version-exclusive Pokemon, that's the word I was looking for. So, if you are playing LeafGreen, such as I am, in that area you are going to be able to encounter the new ground-type Pokemon Sandshrew. Sandshrew is a decent ground type if you do not feel like moving forward with Geodude as your ground type. Sandslash is pretty decent. And then FireRed, I think this is actually one of the very few cases where FireRed gets the worse Pokemon of the 2. It gets Ekans, the poison solo type. So if you have any interest in grabbing either of those, I recommend doing so. I'll be grabbing Sandshrew just a little bit later. But first off, we've got something to deal with. We've got our lovely friend, Buddick.
Yo, Dawson, you're still struggling along back here? I'm doing great. I caught a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. Here, let me see what you caught, Dawson.
And we are introduced with our technically 3rd rival battle, if you want to go ahead and count the initial one in Professor Oak's lab. Here we are with rival Buddick, and he has actually evolved his Pidgey now into a Pidgeotto. So that is why we are going to start things off with Nice One here, because a quick rock throw is going to take care of Pidgeotto in a very swift manner. Being special effective against flying type and having the same type attack bonus is going to pay off in spades there for us. But unfortunately, rival Buddick, of course, given that we picked Charmander, is going to send out his own starter Pokemon. And this is kind of a tricky situation that we are in, because both of the Pokemon that we have in our team, Nice One and Hazard, are actually weak to the water type that Squirtle has now. So Squirtle will use Water Gun totally freely against you. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use Magnitude on Nice One. I'm going to unfortunately take the Water Gun and Faint, because Nice One being rock and ground means that it's actually 4 times effective, instead of the regular 2 times effectiveness that it has against Hazard. And then hopefully a simple scratch will clear things up. Looks like the Squirtle is going to get one more hit on us, but I think we are going to be able to make it through this battle, assuming that my scratch does not miss the second time. Oh, that one was even a critical to guarantee the kill, and we moved through things smoothly. So I'm glad that that strategy went ahead and worked out, because otherwise the only other option that we have at this very moment is to go ahead and take on the Pokemon Gym in this new city that we've encountered. So I would prefer not to do that until we've actually headed up to this north route here, doing things technically slightly out of order. Not that there's necessarily an order that you must do these things. As a matter of fact, if I'm thinking correctly, you can totally skip the second Pokemon Gym and come back to it at any time later, should you so wish. the actual story progression, if I'm remembering correctly, does not actually require you to beat the gym. It just requires you to go do a separate thing up in the north here, which we're going to be taking care of in this episode. So that was actually a strategy that I ended up using when I was playing the game. I don't exactly remember when, so I actually have a kind of funny story, and sorry for skipping through Buttock's dialogue.
Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. And that added a lot of pages to my Pokédex. After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC, too. Since you're using his system, you should go and thank him. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later.
But he actually has a little bit extra for us.
Oh yeah, right. I feel sorry for you. No, really. You're always plotting behind me. So here, I'll give you a little present as a favor.
And we received the Fame Checker, which unfortunately doesn't play the jingle because Gary's theme is playing over it.
A chatty gossip like you, that thing's perfect. I don't need it because I don't give a hoot about others. Alright, this time I really am gone. Smell ya!
Thank you very much for that lovely exit, Gary. You enjoy teleporting on out of the south end of the screen there. I'm gonna heal my Pokemon up once again because Nice One took a feint in that fight that I would like to get rid of, bring her back to full health, and continue on our journey up to that northern bridge. So, I didn't mention it before when we walked into it, but as this sign says, this is Cerulean City, and mysterious blue aura surrounds it. So, if you haven't noticed yet, with Pewter City, I think that I will hold off maybe till the very next city before, if you haven't noticed the special thing yet. I mean, it's basically one of those things that people post nowadays as a fake game spoiler, like, oh, check out this cool game detail, bet you never noticed this as a kid, and it's super basic. But if you don't know, then when I point it out to you when we reach the next town, it'll actually be kind of cool. So, yeah, I think I'm okay with that plan. So we've got a few trainer battles to take care of in this bridge. As a matter of fact, we've got exactly 5 of them in a row. So this is going to take up just a little bit of time to be able to go ahead and do all of these, but I think what I'm actually going to do is end up cutting some of these trainer battles out. I know, shocker, I haven't done that for any of the other trainer battles yet, but in situations like this where it is really just trainer battle after trainer battle, there's not even really any walking to place, I think I'm going to go ahead and just clean out each one of these 4 future trainers until we get clear with everything. Oh, did not mean to change Pokemon there. I would definitely appreciate if Nice One was on the receiving end of all of this experience. You know, there's not really a difference in using Magnitude or Rock Throw in this particular instance, although I guess that's not necessarily true. Considering that Ground type is not effective against Bug types, or perhaps that is a Grass type, actually. No, I think it is just Bug. I think Metapod is just Bug type, so that is actually interesting. That is a type resistance that I didn't know very well. Because as I mentioned before, Bug type Pokemon are kind of chronically weak. Oh, this is interesting. So upon reaching level 21, Nice One gets to learn the move Self-Destruct, which I'll go ahead and go to the menu so that you can go ahead and read this. It is a 200 power attack, one of the highest power attacks in the game, but in doing so much damage, the user makes itself faint in order to deal a huge blow. So this isn't particularly useful for us, I don't really believe. In fact, I'm not sure that I can think of any use in the mainline, story of the Pokemon games that you would want this on one of your members of your team. On the other hand, having a enemy Geodude do self-destruct against you is extremely, extremely damaging because, a game doesn't care if it has their team faint. Well, I mean, technically it does. Technically the game still is the AI is trying its best to win. But even then, it would gladly use self-destruct against you and totally take out one of your Pokemon. So, I will see you guys at the end of these couple trainers. That there is 2 of 5.
Here's number 3. I won't be easy.
I'm number 4. Getting tired?
Nice one reached level 22 for some nice stat buffs in the middle of this battle.
Okay, I'm number 5. I'll stomp you.
And number 5 taken care of, and this last gentleman had a level 18 Mankey as his only party member. Actually did a fair bit of damage since I couldn't kill it in one shot, so went ahead and went back to the Poke Center to be able to heal, and we finally made it to the end of Nugget Bridge here.
Congratulations! You beat our 5 contest trainers! You just earned a fabulous prize!
We receive a nugget from the mystery trainer.
By the way, how would you like to join Team Rocket? We're a group of professional criminals specializing in Pokemon. Want to join? Are you sure? Come on, join us! I'm telling you to join! Okay, you need convincing! I'll make you an offer you can't refuse!
Okay, that is quite enough of doing the game show announcer voice. And this gentleman at the very end of the Nugget Bridge reveals himself as a Team Rocket grunt, trying to do a little bit of recruiting for his gang. But unfortunately, he has run into us as his enemy, and we are going to put him in his place for such a rude thing to do to us. Seriously. You know, I totally would have joined Team Rocket if you just hadn't been so rude. And maybe if you had a better prize than just a single nugget. I mean, hey, a nugget is still like 5,000 free Poké Dollars or whatever, but it could be much better than that. It could be, I don't know, 2 nuggets? Yeah, 2 nuggets would be a pretty good... Wow, both of our attacks missed. That is absolutely lovely. 2 nuggets would be a valuable reward for actually completing this bridge, but I don't know, man. 1 single nugget? I just don't know if that is actually worth it. And that actually reminds me that I believe we also picked up an item similar to the nugget in the Mountain Moon. So we can go into the Pokemart and see what that is all about.
You are good! With your ability, you'd become a top leader in Team Rocket. Come on, think of the opportunity. Don't let this chance go to waste.
As a matter of fact, I think we are going to go ahead and let things go to waste, and now that we are finally here... There's one more trainer over here. Well, that's okay. While this trainer battle is going on, I can go ahead and talk about the patch of grass that he was placing his feet in just moments before. So this patch of grass down here, this is actually Route 24. We have taken a large jump away from Route number 4, all the way to 24. But here at Route 24, we have a number of new Pokemon as well as a couple new version exclusives. So, new to both versions is going to be Abra, which is a Psychic-type Pokemon. Now, Abra is kind of an interesting case because it only starts off with the move Teleport, which is not a damaging move when you use it in battle. The only thing that it does is lets you run away from wild battles, as well as, I'm actually not 100% sure what it does if you are in a trainer battle and you use Teleport. I would assume that it swaps you out with another team member, perhaps, but maybe it just fails. Either way, it can make Abra a little bit of a hassle to train up, but once you do, it can turn into Kadabra, and then Alakazam, should you choose to trade it. Under normal circumstances, I of course have the ability to get Alakazam, should I choose to do so, at any given time. So, moving onward through Route 24, you also have the opportunity in FireRed, you have the opportunity to catch the grass poison type Oddish, and in LeafGreen, instead of Oddish, you have the ability to catch the grass type, the solo grass type, Bellsprout. So, I think I'm going to take this time, since we got the patch of grass right here, I'm going to meet you back at the Pokemart down in Cerulean City. And with the nugget that we received from that Team Rocket grunt, we can go to the sell option of the store here, and we also have the star piece, both of which can go ahead and sell to the Poke Merchant here. He's going to take both of these items and pay us quite a bit of Poke Dollars in return. As a matter of fact, that tripled our total money just selling those items. And of course, if you haven't guessed at this point, I'm going to turn this money into some more Pokeballs. I'm going to buy, 30's probably actually far too many. I think I'll probably only need, let's go with the realm of 20. And might as well pick up a few potions while I'm here since I'm a little bit low. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and just get 6 more of these, make it a nice even number. Doubt I will even need these either, but you know, it's always nice to be safe. And we have a single escape rope, I might as well get a second one of those, and a couple repels. Excellent, now I will meet you back up at Route 24. And now that we're here back at the tall grass, I will mention, outside of the new arrivals, we also have the return of Caterpie, Weedle, Pidgey, Kakuna, and Metapod. If you didn't get a chance to catch them earlier, you have a chance again now. But we're going to take the time, let's see if we can't get us an Abra and a Bellsprout. I unfortunately accidentally killed one of the Pokemon that I was trying to catch, and in doing so, Nice One rose to level 23. Those are some nice stat boosts, I like the HP. Excellent, and with that we have caught us a Bellsprout. As I was mentioning before, Bellsprout is a normal solo grass type. A carnivorous Pokemon that traps and eats bugs. It appears to use its root feet to replenish moisture. And, no sense in delaying it any further, we are going to nickname the Bellsprout. Introducing the third member of our team, this, once I get the name in, because this one is actually a little bit complicated, is using the most of the space that is available to us, if I'm remembering correctly, which I am not. I am actually have a little bit of space left over once I have entered this name, but I like the four-letter format, so this is Picture Perfect. So Bellsprout's design, Bellsprout being a carnivorous flower-type Pokemon, it's actually designed after some plants that exist on our own Earth, one of the varieties of which is called the Pitcher plant. So, Pitcher Perfect. I hope you guys like that. I spent a lot of time trying to come up with a name for Bellsprout before I finally came up with that. So I'm going to make the most off of this opportunity where I'm just running around, running into random Pokemon, see if I can't get some levels on our new Pokemon. I'm just over here in the Pokemon Center, looking at Picture Perfect's stats. Look at that thick HP stat. It is a full 6 or 7 levels below our other Pokemon, and has honestly comparable HP. I can imagine it totally surpassing both of our other team members at this point. What a thick stat. So in the process of trying to catch Abra, I realized that I had also wanted to catch Sandshrew from this route down here, and it's a little easier to train Bellsprout here, or rather Pitcher Perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and, include this in the catching spree while we're at it. Bringing in the first level on Pitcher Perfect, level 15 is gonna give us some nice stat boosts, and seriously, +2 to HP. So that is gonna be the most ridiculous fat stat on this Bellsprout. And with that, we also learned Sleep Powder. Considering it only had 3 moves before, it just gets added to the moveset. That is going to be very useful, very, very useful trying to catch that Abra. I almost accidentally mashed through all of the stat gain prompts, but that is our second level, level 16, and another round of very, very nice stat buffs. And with that, we finally have a Sandshrew added to our collection. Took a it took me 2 whole levels on Picture Perfect to finally run into a Sandshrew. That's actually kind of crazy it took me so long, but I'm okay with this. Burrows deep underground in arid locations, far from water. It only emerges to hunt for prey. Sandshrew is an adorable little Pokemon. I really like Sandshrew's design. He's a cute little dude. So, with that, we are finally done here on Route 4. We can get moved on to 24, finally get that Abra. I can't believe that it actually took me less time to catch the Abra than it did to catch the stupid Sandshrew. That is not supposed to be like that. It should definitely be the other way around, but no complaints from me. I managed to get everything that I wanted. Using its ability to read minds, it will sense impending danger and teleport to safety. Teleport being capitalized because that's an actual move in its moveset, which is really, really neato. So go ahead and send the Abra to someone's PC and move on with our journey. We're finally able to actually move on into what is now Route 25 as soon as we cross this border. So this grass up here is, actually, now that I'm looking at my notes, as far as I can tell, all of the Pokemon for both 24 and 25 are exactly the same, so why they are separated like this, I could not possibly tell you. And I think I'm probably going to end up cutting out some more trainer battles. Let's keep this first one in since we got a hiker right here. It's going to be our first example for Picture Perfect to actually get some showtime in a real battle.
I just got down from Mount Moon, but I've still got gas in the tank.
Thank you very much, Fat Hiker Man, for your lovely wisdom. Oh my goodness, and of course the first Pokemon that he sends out is actually one that is not going to be affected by the grass typing of Pitcher Perfect here, but I'm going to go ahead and show off that new move, Sleep Powder, see if we can actually use it in battle. And as you can see, Sleep Powder is a very effective move that has the ability to put the opponent to sleep. So, as you might have noticed during the catching sequence of both Sandshrew and Abra, as I was doing that, I took the time to put both of them to sleep before actually chucking Pokeballs at them. The reason that I did that is because when an enemy Pokemon is sleeping, it actually has 2 times a full 100% chance added to actually be able to catch the Pokemon. So it's a very, very significant addition to your catch rate if you were trying to catch tricky things such as that Abra. And when you actually use it in battle, such as this, having the opponent waste their turns being asleep is a super, super huge benefit. So overall, Sleep Powder is a very valuable move on Pitcher Perfect here. You're going to be seeing me using it quite a bit throughout the series. And for showing up in the very first battle, he's going to get some nice stat boosts in the 3rd level. Nice. And with that 3rd level, level 17, Bellsprout gets the ability to learn Poison Powder, so Poison Powder is also like Sleep Powder. As a matter of fact, they both have 75 accuracy, but obviously Sleep Powder puts the opponent to sleep, whereas Poison Powder will poison them. Poison Powder is actually not as useful as Sleep Powder, so I'm going to go ahead and give up on the opportunity to learn it. I'm not too concerned with poisoning enemy Pokemon when I could just hit them hard and take them out that way, you know? So, alrighty. See if we can't get a little further into this route.
Local trainers come here to practice.
I'm so sorry that you came here to practice, because I am totally going to ruin your day by defeating your entire team.
Dad took me to a great party on the SSN in Cerulean City.
What exactly is a fun party to a tiny child like yourself? You gotta wonder. I guess any party where, you know, there's other kids there, you get to play video games with them. That's the perfect party I remember as a kid.
You're going to see Bill. First, we battle.
Holy cow! 393 experience for defeating a level 17 Onix is going to definitely ring in the next level. Yeah, there's no way that that could not. Level 18, let's see. Oh my goodness, I was not lying to you about that HP stat catching right the heck up to everyone else. There must be something with its nature that is driving that, you gotta think. Alrighty, let us continue on this slaughterfest of Route 25 here. These trainers truly do not stand a chance.
Hi, my boyfriend is cool.
Unfortunately, your boyfriend is nowhere near as cool as I am.
I'm off to see a Pokemaniac's collection at the Cape.
And in the middle of this battle, Pitcher Perfect is going to reach level 19 and attempt to learn Stun Spore, the final of the trifecta. So, as we had learned before, Sleep Powder and Poison Powder had the ability to sleep and poison the opponent, as the names would imply. Stun Spore isn't exactly, clear with its naming, but Stun Spore has the ability to paralyze the opponent. And while this is semi-useful and might actually have more use in battle than Sleep Powder could, theoretically, I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with Sleep Powder just because the ability to get the double capture rate on wild Pokemon is really, really helpful. And the final Pokemon in that battle had just enough experience on it to get Hazard up to level 22. I gotta tell you, these hikers are actually extremely convenient for the grinding capabilities on Pitcher Perfect here. So, the reason that I started talking here at the very end of that battle is that this particular trainer up here, you want to actually walk onto this particular tile. As you can see, that Pokeball up there, that item, is otherwise inaccessible if we do not cause this trainer to walk onto the tile he walked onto. And it looks like this is the boyfriend of the guy over there. Or the girl over there, not that I'm judging. I'm a cool guy. I've got a girlfriend. Yeah, you don't seem like that cool of a guy. Why don't we check out what item this gentleman was hiding behind him? it turns out to be TM43, Secret Power. Secret Power is not the most useful move to stick on any one of your given Pokemon, but might as well pick it up at our earliest convenience while we're here, why don't we? And this is the actual first berry that I've picked up that I want to make mention of. The Oran Berry actually serves as a healing item, should you wish to use it as such. My goodness, I cannot speak today. Using the Oran Berry is the lowest available healing item in the game, as far as I'm aware, healing only 10 HP, but the power of berries is that you can have a Pokemon hold one in battle, and they will automatically eat it, and the Oran Berry's instance, I believe upon falling into the yellow portion of their HP bar, so if you choose to have one of your Pokemon hold it, it's not a terrible healing item for these early stages of the game. Now, moving on.
I had this feeling. I knew I had to battle you.
And finally, at the very end of Route 25, we only have one more trainer to go, guys.
My friend has many cute Pokemon. I'm so jealous.
Pitcher Perfect gained a little bit of experience from being the first one out in this exact battle here, gaining level 20 from it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally made it here. Sea Cottage. Bill lives here. Finally made it to the end of the route, and I think there is no better place than this beautiful cape setting to go ahead and end the episode with the waves of the ocean crashing against the shore here. We managed to get a lot done in this part, although we didn't make any, we did not make that much physical progress, only making it through Cerulean City, basically, up here to Bill's house, but I think I'm a-okay with that. Managed to beat our rival, clear Nugget Bridge, and clear this whole route of trainers, as well as getting our third party member. Can't deny that progress. So, I hope that you guys will be looking forward to part number 6, in which we will finally be able to take on the gym of Cerulean City, since I've kind of been teasing it since the beginning of the episode, and we won't be going there. I hope you guys will be staying tuned for that. My name is Reddy Opko, and I'll be seeing you there.